Welcome to Student News. My name is Juliana, and here with me I have Simone. Today we're going to talk about the Dakota Access Pipeline, a La Vernia school bus colliding with a truck, and a critical crash in San Antonio.
Okay. The Dakota Access Pipeline was proposed on July 25, 2016. The pipeline cost $3.8 billion and stretched from North Dakota to Illinois. The path disturbed land owned by the Standing Rock Sioux tribe. Although the pipeline doesn't cut straight through the Standing Rock Reservation, leaders have argued that the grounds are resting places for their ancestors and hold ancient artifacts that cannot be replaced. The pipeline has been met with much controversy and protest.
So why would the pipeline have a lot of protests against it?
Many felt that the pipeline violated Native American rights and disrespected their cultures, and it was really intruding on their place where they're supposed to live and have their life be unaffected by anything that is really going on right now.
So is it causing a lot of stop to the process of building that pipeline?
The protests have hindered the people from going through and continuing on with their construction. It's been getting a lot of news coverage. There's people that are on both ends of the spectrum of whether this is right or wrong. And it's just causing a lot of division. The Army has intervened. They're out there protesting with the people. And I think last week on December 5th, after protests and after all these months of this fighting and protests and all this stuff with the police and the Army, the pipeline was rerouted, and they're saying that now it's not going to pass through Standing Rock Reservation.
So you said that the military and the police intervened. Does that mean that the protests got a little violent?
Well, the protests were mostly peaceful, but the police were standing in front of where they're going to build construction and stuff.
So just
and
for protection in case?
Not really protection. They just went out there for the police were full military gear. And so the protests were peaceful. They were just saying, picket fence signs stuff. Going out there saying, we don't want this pipeline. It's not, this is not okay. And the police, I guess, for precaution, which didn't really need to be taken.
Right, they were just taking,
they were just going
they were expecting
out there.
The worst.
But it escalated when the police were out there with military gear, and they were shooting into the crowd, making them stand in freezing cold water, not to get through to their watering holes and everything. And so that's when it kind of got to the point where the Army stepped in, because now these people who are peacefully protesting are now being treated badly.
Right, okay.
Alright, and now on to our story about the La Vernia school bus crash. Was it last week, 2 weeks ago?
Last week.
Last week at 6 a.m. at the intersection of 775 and 1346, a bus collided with a truck.
Superintendent Jose Moreno said that it seems that the bus was traveling on 775 when a red pickup truck was making a left turn and pulled out in front of the bus, and the two vehicles collided.
Luckily, the bus had just left the bus barn, and there were no students on board. The bus driver had no visible injuries, but was taken to the hospital to be checked out.
The driver of the truck, was taken to the hospital, and we have no information on his condition. But for the critical crash in San Antonio, 2 people were hit by a guardrail and injured very badly while waiting in a grass median for assistance on Sunday. The incident happened around 12:30 a.m. in the northbound lane of Interstate 10, where near Burney Stage Road. And the police said that the couple bounced their vehicle off of a guardrail, and their vehicle landed in the middle of the highway. So unable for them to move their vehicle, they waited in the grassy median for assistance. And while they were waiting, another vehicle swerved to prevent them from hitting that vehicle, and that car lost control, and it hit the couple before that vehicle rolled over and hit another guardrail. The 2 pedestrians, they were rushed to University Hospital in critical condition, and one of the pedestrians, a female, was unresponsive at the scene.